Lacrosse Attacker by Julie Wentworth. For my sports analysis, lacrosse is a high-intensity sport that combines aerobic endurance and anaerobic bursts as well as multi-directional movements. It requires speed, agility, power, coordination, and strength from the upper and lower body. This sport consists of 4 quarters that are each 15 minutes long. There are 10 players on the field, and they are split up by 3 attackers, 3 midfielders, 3 defenders, and a goalie. My main focus will be on the attack position. Attackers are the offensive powerhouse. They are responsible for creating and converting scoring opportunities, and their game is built around quick decision-making, explosive speed, and stick work. The main energy system, especially in the attack position, is phosphagen. This is due to the short explosive sprints, shots on goal, and quick directional changes that occur during the attacks. This sport moves in all different planes. The sagittal plane is used in sprinting forward. The frontal plane is used in lateral running. The transverse plane is used when dodges, passing, and shooting occur. This sport also requires all of the major muscle groups. The lower body, the quads and glutes, are used for acceleration and explosive steps. The hamstrings are used for deceleration and directional changes. Hip flexors are used for knee drive, and the calves are used for footwork and agility. For the core, obliques are used during rotation on shots and dodging. The rectus abdominis and transverse abdominis are used for stability and control. Erector spinae are used for control during changes of direction. For the upper body, the deltoids and rotator cuff are used for arm movements and shoulder stability. Lats and pecs are used for shot power and passing strength. The biceps and triceps are used for ball protection and release, and the forearms and grip muscles are used when completing stick control. The dynamic warm-up for a lacrosse attacker follows the ramp protocol. For our raise portion, 5-minute jog around the field. This is used to raise the heart rate gradually and engage the body for the game. A and M stand for activate and mobility. Exercise is used for this.
Hold on, we can use that. We can use it.
You stand and walk hands out to a plank position, push up, then walk the feet forward while keeping the legs straight. This is used to activate the core and shoulders. Next, walking lunges with a twist. This is used to activate the glutes, quads, and core and mobilizes the hips and thoracic spine. Last, high knees. This activates the hip flexors, glutes, and calves. For the potentiate portion of the warm-up, first, acceleration sprints with varying intensity. This helps with first step explosiveness. Next, a mirror drill. Partners are going to be reacting using agility. One person is the leader, and one person will mimic the stutters and changes of directions in lateral and forward motions. This activates the nervous system and helps with quick reactions and foot speed. Exercise go in this order because the R portion prepares the body, the A and M portion mobilizes joints and wakes up the muscles, and the P portion mimics sport-specific movements. These exercises go in order from less fatiguing to more fatiguing. A fitness assessment battery for a lacrosse attacker would look like, first, a vertical jump test, which is a non-fatiguing power test. This test is used for assessing explosiveness. This is important for change of direction movements in lacrosse. Next would be the pro agility test. This is an agility test. 3 cones are set up and the athlete starts in the middle cone. There are 5 yards apart between each cone. The athlete sprints to the right cone, touching the ground, and then sprints the full 10 yards after changing direction. After sprinting the 10 yards, the athlete then changes direction again and sprints to the middle cone. This mimics game-like lateral agility patterns and change of direction speed. Next would be the 1RM bench test. This is a maximum muscular strength test. and is used to test the upper body, which is key for movements in lacrosse such as passing and shooting. Next would be the 40-yard sprint. This is a speed sprint test, which tests acceleration and maximum linear speed. Last would be the 300-yard shuttle, which is an anaerobic capacity test. Anaerobic endurance is used for repeated efforts throughout the game, which is why it is incorporated. Resistance training exercises that can be used for a lacrosse attacker. An upper body exercises that could be implemented would be a single arm landmine press. This is a unilateral movement where a barbell is anchored. To complete this exercise, the athlete should stand in a square position and press the bar forward with a slight arc, making sure to control it on the way down. This mimics lacrosse shooting mechanisms, improves shoulder control, and uses core engagement. A lower body exercise that could be used could be a Bulgarian split squat. This is a unilateral movement where the back foot is elevated behind the athlete on a bench. The athlete's core should be engaged and their chest should be up, lowering the back knee towards the ground to create a lunge motion and then come back up. This exercise creates unilateral strength, which mimics shooting and sprinting on one leg. It helps to improve balance when changing direction or planting. For a core exercise, an abdominal crunch could be done. Athletes should lie in a supine position with the heels of the feet on a bench, hips and knees flexed to 90 degrees. Fold the arms across the chest and curl the torso towards the thighs. This exercise improves body control, balance, and supports rotational movements, all needed for movements in lacrosse. Here are 2 SAQ drills that can be used to improve speed, agility, and quickness in a lacrosse athlete, specifically an attacker. Ladder drills are a great way to improve footwork. An example of one that could be used for an attacker is lateral in and outs. The athlete should face the ladder with the body in a lateral position. Step 1 foot at a time into the box and then step out, repeating throughout the ladder as quick as possible. This enhances foot speed and body control as well as improving neuromuscular efficiency. These drills will help the athlete move more explosively in different directions. The next SAQ drill that can be used would be an incline for acceleration. The athlete would start in a split stance position with their body leaned forward at 60% of their body weight on the front foot. Initiate sprint through an aggressive pushdown of the front leg. This exercise promotes acceleration improvements. Lacrosse attackers need to accelerate quickly to break away from defenders and make fast cuts. Plyometrics. The first plyometric I thought would be helpful would be a single arm alternate leg bound. To complete this movement, the athlete should jump forward with one leg, driving the knee high and pushing off explosively. The athlete should land on the opposite leg and immediately explode forward again, focusing on distance and height with each bound. Arms should be moving alternate of the front leg. This plyometric is used to improve stride length and explosive leg power, which is essential for sprinting. This drill targets the glutes, hamstrings, and calves, which are used during powerful strides and accelerations, which are crucial for an attacker when escaping defenders in lacrosse. The next exercise I chose was death jumps. This exercise starts on a box that is either 12 to 42 inches. The athlete should stand on the box and step from the box and land on the floor with both feet. Upon landing, immediately jump vertical as high as possible, as shown in the picture. This exercise improves explosive power and trains rapid force development, which is used in lacrosse for jumping to catch a pass or shooting a goal. This exercise also develops landing techniques needed when an attacker jumps to take in a shot. Olympic lifts, power clean. Start with the feet placed shoulder to hip width apart and the toes pointing slightly outwards. Squat down and position the arms outside the knees with the elbows fully extended. The bar should be in front of the shins. Explosively pull the bar upward by extending the hips, knees, and ankles. Shrug the shoulders and pull the body under the bar by rotating the arms and hands and catch it on the anterior shoulders in a partial squat. This movement is used to build triple extension and improves rate of force development. This then translates to sprinting, jumping, and shooting explosively. Push jerk. The barbell starts in a front rack position on the anterior shoulders. Flex the knees slightly to create a dip and explode upward by driving through the legs and press the bar over the head. Drop into a slight quarter squat to catch the bar and then stand to finish. This movement translates lower body power into upper body output, which is shown in all power movements during the lacrosse game. A push jerk enhances upper body strength, which is important for stick shooting as well in an attacking position. References.